Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, I'm an exercise physiologist, and today we're going to be talking about red light therapy. Red light therapy used to mainly be done in dermatologists and estheticians' offices, but now we have a lot of devices that we are able to utilize this therapy at home. So I'm going to talk today about what red light therapy is, what the benefits are, and some of the different devices you may or may not want to use for this, depending on if you like red light therapy. All right, so red light therapy is just that. It is red light. It is the light that appears red on the light spectrum, okay? There is red light and there is infrared light, and both of those are used in, for cosmetic use, for aesthetic use, and also for possibly healing the body as well. Okay, so infrared is going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to penetrate a little deeper into the skin. Some studies show that it can actually, without harming the skin, it is light, but it is red, so it's not actually damaging the skin. It is promoting healing, and the infrared light can go a little deeper into the bone and things like that, again, to help regenerate tissue, okay? It was first used by astronauts. It was developed by NASA, I believe, to help heal the astronauts while in space, as well as grow plants while on board. So they did have some success with that. Hence, red light therapy became of interest to people in the beauty and cosmetic arena, okay? So one study in particular that I found, it's a little bit older of a study. Keep in mind, red light therapy has been around since the 90s. So it is, I would say, pretty credible in that regard. In one study I found, I believe it was from 2014, it said the skin will feel better. People reported that their complexion, the way the skin felt, that their complexion looked better, and that skin roughness was significantly improved. So you can look at that study. I'll link it below. Other benefits, red light therapy boasts skin healing from acne, scars, redness, and wrinkles. Okay, it is said to increase fibroblast production and stimulate collagen within the skin and within the body. Also increases blood circulation to tissues such as the skin and reduces inflammation in healthy cells. Now, just anecdotally, I have spoken to people who have said that they've used red light therapy for, one lady told me she had knee issues, and they used it on her knee and it completely healed. Now, she was utilizing other modalities as well, healthy diet and rest, ice, compression, elevation, but she said it wasn't until they started implementing the red light therapy that she started to really see the results accelerating, okay? So that may be worth looking into for any type of injuries or arthritis and things like that. Okay, some of the downsides of red light therapy, so they can range from dry skin, and that's usually if the device is used for too long. I know for me personally, if I use my device, and I'll show you what I use, I have mentioned it before in other videos, but if I use it for more than 5 minutes, so my device will time out, and that's when 5 minutes is over, and then I just put it away. The reason is because my skin will start to get dry. If I notice that if I use it for 10 minutes and I use it for 15 one time, the next day my skin was peeling and it was very, very dry. So this shows me or tells me that it is working, but I don't want to overdo it, maybe because my skin is very sensitive. And red light therapy shouldn't burn the skin. Most of the at-home products, devices should not hurt your eyes or your skin or anything like that. You want to make sure that when you are buying one that you read the directions, and if you need to wear goggles or something of that nature, that you definitely do that. Okay, but for me, 5 minutes seems to do the trick. And what are my results? I've noticed that my skin is just smoother. After I wash my face at night, I've gotten to the habit of using my Solawave. That's what I use. And it kind of takes any redness down and smooths out my skin within those 5 minutes, okay? Other studies showed that the use of red light therapy can increase the look of scars and broken capillaries on the face, telangiectasias on the face. So that was in one study, and I think it was only one participant. You can read it below. Within that study, I believe over 100 people were tested, and so it's not common. However, I noticed that for me, if I use my device for too long, that my skin kind of does get redder and the capillaries do get a little bit redder. So again, it works perfectly if I use it the right amount of time. And that's the same thing that goes with a mask, like a face mask. There's one that I use now by Sanre. It's called Acai Pure. And if I leave it on for just 10 minutes, my skin looks amazing afterwards. I'm able to moisturize and I'm happy. But if I use it, I leave it on for too long, say I'm cleaning or reading or watching something, and I leave it on, I think the longest was like maybe 30 minutes. It really dried my skin out. It really just did not do anything for my skin. So the time used for not only red light therapy, but also other therapies and masks and creams and things that have an indicator of time, you want to pay attention to that. And even if it doesn't have an indicator, you want to make sure that you know your skin and kind of play around with the products. I'll give you an example. So I am not usually able to use vitamin C and vitamin A on my skin because my skin is sensitive. However, I found that if I use them as masks and not just leave them on, it really does have benefits for my skin. So I use, sometimes I use a vitamin C serum by MyChelle, and also from MyChelle I use their retinol product. And again, I would just put one on at a time, probably the retinol at night and the vitamin C in the morning, or do it every other night, and leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I feel that it's starting to dry too much, then when I feel that, I just rinse the product off and my skin looks great. Again, if I leave it on for too long, it starts to look like I don't want it to. So just play around with the products that you're using, as well as red light therapy, and see what works for you to achieve a healthy, glowing skin. Okay, and this is for men and women. And another tip, really, it's not a downside, but you have to use red light therapy consistently in order to get results. So don't expect to use it once in a while and to have wrinkles smooth. And this isn't going to be like, you know, maybe for some people a very dramatic result, but it's just kind of what I find is just a mild softening and smoothing of the face and reduction of redness. So you have to use it, try to use it at least 3 times a week. You know, if not just a little bit every single day, just to achieve and maintain those results. Okay. So some of the varieties you can use for red light therapy, and I'm sure you've seen this advertised, or these products advertised. So hopefully this can answer some of your questions. So we have wands, we have panels, masks, and beds for red light therapy. Now, I use a wand for red light therapy, and that tends to be enough for me. The other products tend to be a little more expensive as well. So it really depends, on how much you want to spend on the product, how much money you have to invest in it. So the one that I have is called Solawave. And again, I've mentioned this in other videos. Okay, it's a 4-in-1 skincare wand. What does that mean? It has a little bit of warmth. It has vibration, so it has a little bit of micro vibration that helps to tone the skin supposedly. And so it gives it a massage. A galvanic current promotes better absorption of skincare products. Therapeutic warmth soothes skin and helps reduce puffiness in the skin, and red light therapy rejuvenates the skin and helps smooth fine lines. Sounds like a miracle product, right? But again, these things do work and they're subtle, but you have to use them consistently. So this is the product that I use. Okay, I got the rose gold one, and It comes with a little carrying case here, which is really cute. It has their product name on it. So you can travel with it and it goes right in there. Okay, so as far as the wand goes, it's very easy to use, and the head here swivels, so it's nice to get like different areas of your face, how you can swipe up. It makes it really nice. You could do like the middle of your forehead, and what I always do is I kind of work up, so it helps promote lymphatic drainage, which I'm experiencing right now, as you can tell. So yeah, 5 minutes. I try to do it every single day, and you don't really want to shine it directly in your eyes. I just I will do it around my eyes, but I close my eye when I'm doing it there, and as you can hear, it's vibrating a little bit, and you do get a pretty good, you know, the light is pretty bright there. So I will kind of, I have a little bit of makeup on now, but you'll kind of work your way up your skin here. And like I said, going up, 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 and the sides, up, up, up. You can do your neck and kind of go down, 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 just to kind of get all the lymphatic drainage happening, and it will time out after 5 minutes. So that is what I've found to be sufficient for me. This is a little over $100. You can get them BOGOs, you can get them on sale sometimes. And you know, I really like this product. Again, it's not like a miracle cure for anything, but I do notice that it improved the condition of my skin over time. Okay, the next one you're gonna want to look at are panels. So panels are just gonna like sit on your desk, or you can put them on the floor, and it's something that's going to shine on you. These range from small panels to much larger panels, and they do get pretty expensive. You can look on Amazon, and I would definitely buy some. If you buy one, buy it from a reputable company. I will post some links below to some that I have, you know, either done research on or have found to be trusted companies. All right, the next one is going to be a mask. So this is something you're going to put on your face. There's a lot of gimmicky ones out there. You want to make sure that it is red and infrared light if you want to use it for, like we talked about, like collagen production and healing of tissues. So Omnilux is one that I would recommend. They have a red light therapy mask that is not expensive. I mean, it is expensive. It's extremely expensive for what it is, but it's a soft mask, and you kind of tie it on your face. I haven't tried that one, but it seems to be, you know, people have really good feedback with that one. And the name brand is kind of like what they use in the dermatology offices, so it's a little bit more reputable in that regard as well. Okay, and the last one is a bed, and obviously the bed is going to be the most expensive. Think like a tanning bed, but you are actually going to be on red light. These type of devices you definitely want to have your eyes protected for, because it's going to be a stronger red light. So consider that, and again, just follow the directions for the device that you purchase. You may want to also wear goggles for the panels, depending on how strong the panel is. Okay, so overall, you know, there's studies that say red light therapy doesn't do much, and then we have other studies that say that we do have conclusive evidence that it does help rejuvenate the skin, heal different tissues in the body. So as research goes on, maybe this type of therapy will be combined with other therapies to maximize results. But if you are interested in red light therapy, I would definitely give it a chance. And do your research on the brands of the devices that you use. All right. Sorry about my cough. I had gotten sick and I got better. And then we had a cold front here in Florida, and I've been coughing since then. So, you know, c'est la vie, I guess. But I'm going to New York this weekend, so I'm just praying that I will feel well for that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching my channel. As always, you can like this video if you liked it, share with your friends, write some comments. What do you think of red light therapy? As always, you can donate to my channel if you feel so inclined, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.